Hey guys, it's me, Mr. G's Gaming here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Majora's Mask. And hell, my game is running double speed and I don't know how to fix it. Nah, I'm just joking. As you already tell, I'm actually doing this bed up and in post commentary because climbing Tone Tower and doing 1/3 of Tone Tower takes quite a long time. Actually, it took me a good 35 minutes. And if I do not, well, there me, go ahead and defeating Bubble the right way. Anyways, here I am going into Stone Tower with a tongue lapping out. And boy, it is tall and creepy. Which is probably explains why I'm doing this in post-commentary, because if I do it in live commentary while playing the game, you can imagine just how dull it would be. How dull exactly? Well, I dare say it probably would be more entertaining to watch an episode of my Let's Play of Pokemon Red. Okay, maybe not that bad. As you can tell, I'm stepping on those switches. There's a BMO's gonna have to use a bomb mask. You step on those switches and the stones will go ahead and rearrange themselves. The goal is, well, after I defeat this BMO's and absolutely fail because I'm not supposed to target it, you play the Elegy of Emptiness to create a statue of yourself to hold down these switches. By doing that, you can go ahead and continue climbing up. But as you climb up, you're going to realize that you're gonna need multiple statues. So what do? Well, simple. You just put on a transformation mask and create another statue. Therefore, you can make a statue for each of your 4 forms. Except for the Deku. Well, you can make a Deku statue, but the Deku statue is completely pointless. So really, it's just a matter of me climbing up Stone Tower and reaching the very top. As I'm doing so, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a theory that I've been having. As you may wonder, the Stone Tower, it hasn't really been explained why it was created or who built it, and although there are many theories, one theory is that the Garo, enemies of Ikana Kingdom, created Stone Tower as a stone shoal that may have been the ancient tribe that created Majora. This is supported by the fact that there are Majora-shaped statues and symbols found in this area, and the theory is further supported by the presence of one of the temple's mid-bosses. However, this theory doesn't really hold up, since it makes more sense to make your base of operations, you know, right in front of the enemy base. You know, ancient castle of Ikana, right next door. And not only that, but Pamela says that the Garo came from a distant land beyond Termina. As you can find out by, well, once you save her father, you can go ahead and talk to her yourself, and by doing so, you can learn just where the Garo came from. So the Garo came way beyond Termina, and obviously they weren't around in Hyrule, since this is the only game they actually appeared in. Another theory is that the ancient creators of Majora, apart from the Garo, created the temple. And already I supported these. Yeah. Already I mentioned how it's supported by all those mask symbols. However, I also disbelieve this theory, as the mask salesman said that he found the mask on his travels, implying that the mask of Majora may have come from a land distant from Hyrule and Termina. There is a more popular theory that the Stone Tower is the Tower of Babel. The theory goes that the tower was created to reach the golden goddesses that created the Triforce, Den, Nairu, and Faori. The theory is supported by many statues depicting tongues licking the Triforce, as well as a statue of a hand pointing to the sky with a flame on his finger, as you'll eventually see at the very top of the temple. The theory proposes that war was declared on the golden goddesses in favor of worshipping the 4 giants. This doesn't really line up with the original story of Babel, in which all of humanity shared one language and it was united, but the Hebrew god feared that humans would develop so rapidly that he diversified the language, just as the people were building a tower. I also find it strange that Nintendo would base something on Hebrew myth when in Japan, Shintoism and Buddhism is more popular. Although, it wouldn't be the only time. I'm looking at you, Pokemon Emerald! And while this theory is popular, it is only supported by graphical imagery, while I have my own theory that builds both in-game imagery and story context. And well, I just gone right ahead and look back on my screen from the notes and I see that I'm still not at the very top. And we're already, well, then again, we're only 5 minutes in. I'll actually go ahead and talk more of my theory in the meantime. I have my own theories on how Babel was created. My theory goes is that, well, remember, Egos Dewey kinda said that Skull Kid opened the door to the stone tower, and obviously Skull Kid placed the temple boss where there, which led to the curse. And the curse, of course, being that spirits are appearing in the dead soldiers, so we kinda are unable to rest in peace. Perhaps the giant of the east was in charge of maintaining the dead. This means that Skull Kid attempting the temple would prevent the dead from passing on. This would also affect ghosts like Darmani and Mikau, who now serve us in the form of transformation masks. As you can tell, if you remember, Darmani died trying to save his village, and Mikau died trying to save Lulu's eggs. Both of which ended up getting killed and their spirits weren't able to pass on. Maybe that's somehow connected to the tower. In both Japanese Buddhism and Greek mythology, the dead must cross the river to reach the afterlife, or else their spirits would be trapped in the world of the living. After crossing the river, they would be judged to either reincarnate, enter hell, or enter nirvana. My theory suggests that Stone Tower was created by the Eastern Giant to serve as a gateway to the afterlife, similar to the river Styx or the Sanzu River. This would explain why trapping the giant and opening Stone Tower would prevent the dead from resting and cause Ikana to be plagued by vengeful spirits. If that was the case, that it would explain quite a lot. But anyways, here we are. Perfect timing, unintentional perfect timing, because here we are, right in front of the temple. Now you must actually step on those switches in the order that I have just shown, which is right, left, and middle. Just go ahead, roll, jump, and across. And we can enter the temple, and hey, there's the flaming finger that I talked about earlier. Anyways, welcome to Stone Tower Temple. There seems to be a statue up ahead, which when flipped upside down looks a bit like Majora. Anyways, you see dragonflies here, which are enemies we haven't seen in quite a while. Not since, actually, I don't think we've seen the dragonflies since Windfall. Anyways, first thing to do is go ahead and hit that eye switch. I'm surprised I managed to do it on the first try. Now, there are many ways that you can reach that chest, but the easiest way is simply to go off to the side and hookshot again to it. Alternatively, you can go to the very end and roll jump, like I'm gonna have to do in order to reach back across, but either way, we got our first fairy. The other door is going to be trapped by a sunblock, which we can't do anything about because we lack sunlight. So we're just gonna have to go in here and defeat those bomb chews. You'll find that there are many switches in this room, including a giant switch that needs a Goron to be pressed down for. So we quickly play the Elegy of Emptiness and continue through. Switch to Mikau. Step on this switch, play the Elegy of Emptiness. And there should be a final switch for Link. However, you'll actually find that there are 4 switches. Because as you can see, we step on the switch, nothing happens. Well, we can't create, well, the Deku Link can't actually push down switches, so what do we need to do? We need to place a bomb. You want to roll into these crates and grab the other crates behind it. Step on that switch and set it down. Now you don't want to go through the door that you just came through, instead you want to go through the gate that is lifted up. Aside, you can go ahead, hit some grass, and find a dragonfly as well as a gwei. I believe that the gweis would actually be bubbles if it's nighttime. Anyways, go ahead, replenish magic, and you want to blow up this hole right here with a bomb, but do not go down it. Instead, you want to go down these stairs. Destroying that hole will actually let in light, which allows us to take care of this sunblock. Now in here, I accidentally draw a bomb when really I want to grab a hook shot. There should be a target here, and then when grabbed onto, leads us to a chest containing our second fairy. Jumping back down, we need to go ahead and roll across the lava and defeat these enemies, which are called Armos. You want to go ahead and attack them, well, hit them once to wake them up, and then hit them again to make them attack and blow up. You can actually make them blow up each other, which is actually pretty cool. Well, just as I demonstrated, I didn't blow each other up, but I did cause damage to the other one. Anyways, open up this chest, and we'll get the dungeon map. By defeating all the Armos in this room, we can go ahead and open up that chest for a small key. Very nice. The other statues here are not Armos, so you don't have to worry about breaking those pots right next to them. Anyways, use that key to go into the next room, and here is a bit of a more annoying room. It's going to involve the Zora mask, and you're gonna have to dive in here. Why do I call this annoying? Well, eventually you're gonna have to come back here for another stray fairy. Except this time you're gonna have to do a required dolphin jump, which actually, in the later video, actually gives me a lot of trouble. Anyways, you want to just go ahead and dive down here. And go down this tunnel. You can go ahead and swim, only to get hit by that wall. And here you can go ahead and defeat the Dingo Babas if you want. But really what you want to do is defeat the... well, destroy these bombs. By doing so, you can step on that switch, and you'll notice a chest that has appeared. But it's upside down, so we can't reach or open it or interact with it in any way. Well, that comes into play later. For the meantime, you're gonna see that there is a locked door over there, and that, well, of course, we're not gonna be able to enter. So instead, you need to go to the other side, and you'll find that there seems to be a mirror. Well, the title says that it's not an ordinary meter, so you want to go ahead and shine some light on it, and you'll find that it actually charges it up, so that it would create its own light. Pretty cool. Anyways, defeat that bomb tube, and open up the chest for the compass. You want to avoid that door, but go ahead and open the door over here. And then here you're gonna find some blocks that are a bit reminiscent of the Snowhead Temple. In here, I absolutely hate this room. Find that it's full of black bolts, but here's the thing. See these mirrors? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and shine the light onto one of these sun panels. They'll all disappear except for one, which would actually make a chest appear. Inside the chest will be your third stray fairy. Now, I hate this. What you want to do is shine the light here, but the black balls, well, they get in your way. What you actually want to do is actually time it so that the black bolt, so that you're shining the light just, and shine it and charge it. If you want the max charge time, charge it until the black ball appears. Unfortunately, I'm terrible at keeping my analog stick straight, and, well, you have little to no charging time. Well, the problem is I'm bad at dating, so I actually have to face the mirrors exactly so I don't accidentally move the analog stick and end up doing things like that. At this point, you should get the basic idea, and you can see me go ahead and constantly struggle here. Because I can't believe it, I hate this puzzle, and I'm pretty sure they did not change this in the remake. Yeah. At that point, I pretty much decided to just cut it out and open it. Go across, and I did not mean to, well, actually, no, I did become a Goron. And here is another annoying puzzle. You have a limited time to destroy that switch, or else flames will reappear. I go ahead and attempt this a few times. This is actually considered the most difficult puzzle in Zelda history. Though I personally think that the... Wow, I just got hit there. Well, why shouldn't I be surprised? I recorded this already. I'm doing post-commentary right now. Personally, I think that the mirror puzzle is a bit more annoying. This one is just... Well, you saw that I cut it again and ended up making a chest appear. But I returned to the Black Bolt room because, well, I forgot something here. I want to go ahead and shine this mirror until the Black Bow appears. Don't waste time defeating that Black Bow, because destroying that block will get you an enemy. An enemy? Even my post commentary screwed up verbally. There I go again. Anyways, I missed that stray fourth berry, and you can see it's already nighttime. Yeah, that puzzle really did take me that long. Embarrassing, I know. Anyways, what you wanted to do is go ahead and fly up around those wind panels to go ahead and get your other fairy, but I ended up running into that Bombchu instead by accident. You know where the stray fairy is by going ahead and seeing where those rupees are. Now the difficulty here is that well, what you're supposed to do is fly backwards. I know, that's tricky, but regardless, we managed to come here, and at that point I actually reached 30 minutes. So, yeah, black screen. Not really good timing on my part. So, yeah, first time doing post-commentary. Regardless, if you like this video and enjoyed my theory, go ahead, leave behind a like, leave behind a comment telling me what you think. And in the next video, I'm gonna go ahead and take on the mid-boss in the next room. Okay, I'll see you guys then.